QQQ.com's Daily Brief. The answer to your question is learn the goddamn process, trade your trading plans, don't take too much risk on any one trade, and just let yourself get rich.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Rational Investor. Today we have the gun show. I know how much everybody likes that. Should I shave? Maybe I shave under here. Alright, so we've got a fun-filled show today. I had Indian for dinner. It was fantastic. Not very healthy, but I tried to make it as healthy as possible. It was just chicken, murg malai tikka with palak paneer and some rice. That's all I had. Delivered very late though. That's why we started late, because I was eating. Super late Indian food. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. Let me pull up the YouTube stream so I can see what you guys are talking about. And then we will jump into the markets. Here's my nice background. Can't really see much. Mostly just see my face. But that's all you need. I'm gonna put the chat over here on my giant monitor. Let's put you guys here. Alright, so then the chat is there, and let's pull the charts. What? No. Charts need to be down here. Right there. All right. Charts are there. Chat's there. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Hello, Mr. Fuzzy. Hello, Constantine. Actually, I'm going to bring it over here. I don't like looking at it there. Hello, Fuzzy. Hello, Constantine. Hello, everyone. Is the stream even caught up correctly? Yeah, let's see. All right. Now it's caught up. Let's load the chat, and then we'll start looking at the markets. I guess while that chat's loading, so I can talk to you guys, I've got 11 people in here. Make sure to hit the like button, please. Gun show. Yeah, Brian, you like that. Okay, gun show. There you go. We did it. Maybe I'll do another one if you stay to the end. Maybe. Okay, so this is a show where I talk about the market for 30 minutes, and then we go to the after party and I answer any question you want about any particular market, and we jump into the really nitty gritty of things. This is more of an overview behind the membership paywall. That's where we really get down deep into the market and what's going on. And at the same time, I probably yawn because I do it from Bangkok and it's always 11 o'clock and I'm a little bit sleepy. So you get to see that too. I'll do an extra gun show too for anybody that enjoys that for some strange reason. Anyway, let's look at what's going on first with sentiment. Let me shrink myself. Nobody really cares about my face or head. I'm gonna be nice and small down here in the corner. Maybe I'll be a little bit bigger than that. Yeah, that's good. That should be good. And let's talk about what's going on. Let's pull the TRI dashboard. While that's loading, let's look at what's going on. Oh, look at this sentiment change. This is a huge drop. Do you guys see this, right? 10% change. So we've got a 5% increase in bearishness, 5% increase, about a 4% increase in neutral, and then nearly a 9% decrease in bullishness. That should be a sign that the market is getting a bit oversold here. And we're going to look at that when we go to the technicals. Anybody that made profits on the shorts that we've talked about over the past few weeks, congratulations. The TRI breath, this is the real reason I wanted to pull this up. You can see the TRI breath has been short since July 19th. It fired. So, if we look at the chart on S&P, let's just look at what the breath did. By the way, the TRI breath indicator, the S&P one I'm showing, is free with a silver membership. It's really truly incredible. I can't wait to update the data. I'm going to do that probably tomorrow. I'm going to update the data on the S&P 500 breath because I bet it is at new all-time highs for profits. And the profits were already completely ridiculous. So now they're going to be even crazier. I know for crypto, the breath has been a little bit funky the past 2 months. Crypto's been really hard to trade. We'll get into that later. All right, so let's go to a daily chart. So where did the breath tell us to go short? July 19th, right here. The breath was short here. This was probably literally the start of the distribution. And they just distributed in this whole range until it finally rolled over. So the breath's been short since July 19th. If you hopped on that breath short, you are in incredible profits. A way that we kind of like taking the shorts is via the 3X ETF. So if you if you took a long on the 3X ETF, you would have went long right here on July 19th at $13. Now, where are you in profit? And this is just a straight, straight trade on a 3X ETF, no options or anything complicated. You're at 12% profit already. I mean, that's great for a signal that you don't even have to think about. You just take the trade, take the signal. It crossed, okay, bye. That's it. And I don't see any stopping yet. No topping out just yet. I mean, I do see, if we go back to the SPX 500, right? I do see that we're tagging this midpoint, and we do have a lot of people that have flipped bearish. A lot of people are no longer bullish. There's been a massive reversal, so I'm a little bit concerned that we've got too many bears in the house, and we need to clear house a little bit before we can keep heading lower. That's my main concern. But this 4-hour looks terrible. I mean, I don't see any divergence here yet. On a daily chart, this is just total disaster. The only thing I have is this support line in the middle of the parallel uptrending channel. And if I go to like something like a 1 hour, I mean, I guess on the 1 hour, you do have, this is a divergence where price is almost hitting the same level, but RSI is much higher. So you do have a 1 hour chart, which might provide some type of bounce, but I prefer to stick to the daily. And what I've been doing on my shorts is I'm taking profits. I've been taking some profits, and I posted this also in the Discord. And I'm looking for a bounce at some point, and I will re-short on that bounce, because you don't rally this much literally since March and then only pull back this much. We've only retraced to June, July at this point. We're not even into June yet. I mean, there's a lot more lower that we can go. I would ideally, I think this is going to be our big roadblock down here at 4180, 4200. I'm looking for a bit of a bounce, and then I'm going to hop on the shorts. I'm going to add to my current shorts when that happens. That's my viewpoint on the S&P. I mean, it's very clear. Sometimes the market is very confusing, and other times the market is very clear. Something else I want to look at is just this 3-day chart. Interesting to see that on the 3-day, you are hitting a major support line here. So that does coincide with our midpoint of our channel. And we could easily see, a bit of a bounce from here. So be careful. A lot of people, like I said, I've flipped from bullish to bearish. And if you're a late bear, you could get burned with a quick, the market could do something like this. This is what I'm thinking something could happen like this, where we get a spike, take out these highs, 4,500, and then we roll back over and we go down to this 4,200 level. I'm looking for something like that. Joseph asks, where are you, man? I'm in Thailand. So I've lived in Thailand like 3 years. It's great for me in terms of tax benefits and lifestyle and cost of living. You can't beat it. I haven't found anywhere else that's better. I've tried a lot of other places, keep coming back here. So I like it. Okay, so that's kind of the S&P. Let's look at what's going on with QQQs. I think they're performing a lot worse. Yeah, total disaster there. Jeez. Basically the same as the S&P. I mean, there's no, just straight down on this daily chart. Yeah, just pure trash. I talked about NVIDIA a lot. NVIDIA had quite the little short squeeze here. NVIDIA, I would say, has been one of the hardest stocks to short, and just keep squeezing people. I think it is a slow retrace that's happening, but it had its spike to take out any late shorts. You see how they took out. Basically, you would have had to been short from the top to have not been squeezed out on this bounce to 450. So it's just all over the place. Very volatile stock. I would avoid trading this if possible, but to me it does look like it is in the topping process and could be a very lucrative trade if we can come down to fill this gap around 300. Not a bad trade all the way down to here. 27% drop to at least fill the gap. I mean, I'm not even talking about, you know, and this would be the old highs and everything. Major support at this level. I'm not even talking about where it could go all the way back down to like 200. That would be a 50% retracement. That's also could be a potential move. I mean, that's where you're, let's see where our 200-day moving average is. Our 200-day moving average is at 280. So those are a couple major support levels. I'd like to see moves down to there. Full disclosure, I am short via an option for NVIDIA. Is currently in profit. But I don't recommend trading options too much if you don't have to. I think you can do a lot better trading basic stocks and ETFs. That's it. I would recommend sticking to those if you don't want to lose money, which is the most important thing in trading. That's NVIDIA. Hopefully that helps. Is there any other stock I want to talk about before I jump into some other stuff? I mean, we can look at DXY really quick. You can see it has this downtrending pattern where it's bouncing off the top, hitting resistance here. I posted about this in my trade room as well. There's also RSI, right? Also hitting that resistance. I mean, it's an obvious selling level. So it makes sense that the markets might pause here. Things like gold might pause here. And if the dollar reverses, everything will probably reverse. So this gives more credence to my argument for a bit of a reversal in this downtrend that we're having. But so far, nothing's materialized. It's more so like a warning. And if you're in nice profits, you know, consider taking some profits. It's always good to take profits. And then on the bounce, then you can consider reshorting as new structure comes in on these lower time frames. Yeah, I mean, on this 1 hour, it looks exactly like an inverse of the S&P where it looks like it's trying to reverse. Very possible move. The question is, if it does reverse, where is it going to? So most likely we'll get a 38.2 retracement. It's normally what markets like to do. So pull back to here, this area about 102 on the US dollar. Something else I've been paying attention to, JPY, USD JPY. Very interesting move higher, and I'm targeting 160 with this long-term ABCD pattern, along with chaos levels that point to almost the same level. It's kind of like double confluence. So I like seeing this 4.669 along with the ABCD coinciding around this BFRN of 160. So that's the Japanese yen level. I'm actually looking at buying a house in Japan, part of one at least, with a couple friends. And because the yen is so weak, the house is quite a good deal. So I'm like, before we close the deal, I'm praying that this will bounce up to 160. So I basically get another 10% discount on my share of the house, which is a significant amount of money. So that's what's going on with the yen. I can look at gold really fast, and then we'll jump into some crypto. Gold looks like pure trash. Weekly chart. This was your breakdown back here, right here. And then your retest came up to here around 1980. And then it's just been straight down since then. You can look at a daily chart. The daily chart, very clear sell signal and just straight move to the downside after this area here. So 1940 was kind of your sell signal area. RSI and stochastic look like pure garbage. This is just straight momentum to the downside. I don't know where this stops. I mean, you have support levels, right? So obviously I could draw. I just kind of look, I know how to draw levels. I just kind of hate doing it because I feel like there's so many traders that are like, well, if we hit this level and go through this level, then this level will happen. And if we do this and go through this level, then this level will happen. Or if we come to this level, we might bounce. But I don't see how that's really helpful, other than just saying maybe take profits at those levels a bit. I think what's more helpful is giving clear directions where to take profits and why are we going to that level and what's going to happen at that level. So here's some confluence, right? So here's the M top and breakdown on gold right here. And our chaos level lands at 4.669, which is 1850, along with the fact that there is a major support here. So we've got both. That's a level you want to watch to consider taking profits on a gold short if you are short gold. By the way, we even possibly have an ABCD here. So let's see what that ABCD takes us to. Where does this ABCD take us? I think it takes us even lower than 1850. Yeah, it takes you all the way down here to 1820. So with that in mind, You know, I would watch price action as it comes to 1850, consider taking half the profits, and then if it looks like it's doubling out and it's going to break up to the upside, then I would take the rest of the profits. But if it looks like it's not and it's going to bounce to the down, move to the downside, then you sell the rest of the completion of the ABCD, which is down at 1820, where there is another, you know, major support area between 1810 and 1820. So that's what I'm seeing on gold. I don't see this bouncing just yet, but if the dollar does reverse, it could bounce. It just doesn't. It looks really bad. It really looks terrible. I mean, if the dollar stays stagnant, the dollar could stay stagnant and gold could just keep rolling over. The dollar does not have to go up for gold to go down. Sorry guys, I used the sauna like an hour ago. I'm still feeling very hot, thirsty. Okay, so that's legacy markets. Let's go. How much time have I been talking for? Only 15 minutes. Wow, I'm zooming through this. Literally like Sonic the Hedgehog here. Holy shit, Bitcoin died. Okay, well, you know what? Crypto breath struck again because it went short Bitcoin, I believe, right up here at around 28. Let me see. When did it go short Bitcoin? It went short Bitcoin. Let's see. The breath went short and got you into a short at 11:30 a.m. my time here. So how many hours ago? Let's see. Right here. Our breath fired short at 28,600. So if you took that 28,600 signal, you'd be up 3% right now. Nice profits. And there you go. Nice to see that. Woohoo, crypto breath. Although I think on the previous trade, it had you long, and then you got out just at break even. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to look back. Let me see something on the previous trade. August 6th was our last trade. So right here, you were long at 29,000 and you got out. Okay, so the last trade, you did lose a little bit. The breath is not perfect. You went long, you were in profits. You could have closed up here at 30,000. But if you were strictly religiously following the breath, you would have lost 1.2%. But if you'd pulled on the short, you would now be up double what you lost. So there you go. So there's a real-time look at the breath in our Pro Tools where, you know, it's not perfect. That's how you know it's real. If it was always right, then it's probably a scam. But something that is wrong sometimes and has drawdowns, which is very normal in trading, is a real tool. So just keep that in mind, okay? There's no such thing as 100% accuracy in any kind of trading tool, or even as a personal trader. You have to take losses and take drawdowns. Anyway, if you find a tool like that where it says it's 100% profit and you want to buy it, please come and talk to me because I have a boat I want to sell you. I think that's not the saying. It's something else, like what do I want to sell you, like a pen or something. All right, so what's going on here with Bitcoin with the great topping process? Look at this topping process. Let's look at a monthly chart. So you had a 7 that came in on the monthly, right? And if we go down to a weekly, look at this divergence. Do you see this right here? It's basically a weekly divergence where RSI did not make a higher high, but price did. Yeah, bridge to sell you. Thank you, Cole. Thank you, Cole. This looks like a really bad topping process, like very ugly. I mean, that's kind of the breakdown. This weekly is a big deal, this breakdown. And if this is your M, right? If this M's out, let's say that you go all the way down here and you M out, where does 4.669 takes us to 5,000? That's so crazy. I don't believe that. That's where it takes us, but I will be totally honest, I don't believe it. I think it's too ridiculous. But this made sense that this was the distribution. I mean, you had accumulation here, distribution up here, and now we're rolling over. Now the question is, where do we go? Where are we going from here? I mean, we still have our uptrending parallel channel like this. We haven't broken down from that. If I go to a daily, you've got 200-day moving average at 27,300. That's major support. Well, it's not an M yet, Eddie. It could be a big M when it confirms. It's not confirmed. I said it has potential. Thank you for being here, by the way. Anyway, so here is our 200-day moving average, 27,200, and it's going to be our major support level, right? That makes sense. So we got to see what happens at that level. But generally, when RSI breaks down this fast, things don't just stop on a level. They'll bounce, they'll sit around there, and then they'll go lower. This is violent. This does not look good at all. I would be very careful here, considering any kind of crypto longs. I mean, you can even see RSI is not making any kind of divergence with price. Left side of the M is higher. What? No. This is higher. Right here. The right side is higher than the left side. What are you talking about? You have wicks that are higher. Even the non-wick is... I'm not going to argue about this. I'm not going to argue if this is... For me, with the divergence, this is how I interpret it. But I understand that there are different interpretations. We could get a head and shoulders formation where you have the head as the highest part. If this does break down, it will look like an M to me, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. Okay, so going back to it. Daily chart, major support here. However, RSI looks like pure shit. Right side looks like pure shit. I don't see any kind of divergence here at all. I mean, we are very oversold. You have an 8 coming in on the 4 hour. You do have major support here at this level. This could be a, you know, if you're a risk taker, this could be an amazing long opportunity, and we just bounce from here. Like, why not? But just understand that we could go all the way down to 2,700. But if you have balls of steel, you know, a long might not be a bad shot here. Let's see. What about an ABCD just from here to here? Yeah, perfect ABCD. Makes sense that we're bouncing a bit right here. Go back to this 1 hour. Yeah, see, this is what I don't like. If this RSI was higher here, while price is lower, I would feel more confident in a long here. But the fact that RSI is lower makes me a bit uncomfortable about any kind of longs, and I really can't recommend a trade. Is there a potential for a bounce? Yes. Would I take it? Probably not. So that's my thinking on Bitcoin. This is a major support. We should get some kind of bounce. Depends on what's happening in the rest of the markets. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Brian. Well, technically you are in the VIP box. In case you haven't noticed, your name has a big yellow thing around it, which says like I am VIP. So you are in the premium seats. Anyway. I love when Brian listens and interacts. It's so much more fun. Appreciate you being here, sir. Okay. Well, everybody, we have got 21 people watching. If you haven't pressed the like button, press the like button, please. And feel free to comment, say whatever you want, interact. Let's look at the total crypto market cap really quick before we close out the stream and we go to the after party. Yeah, total pure disaster breakdown. I mean, if you were trading a 4 hour, by the way, this was your short signal right here, and you could have shorted from here 1.1 trillion. Yeah, I probably meant 27K, sorry. A little bit late here, a little bit late. Going through the 200-day moving average on the total chart, very interesting to see. Our major support level is down here at between 900 and 800 billion. This seriously looks like a topping pattern to me, guys. I mean, this is I don't know what else you can call this other than major divergence. Price just needs to push down a bit further to confirm, and then we could head all the way down. I don't like how this looks in the slightest. Imagine if we did roll over and we went to the lows down here. Imagine the smell if that happened. Just imagine the smell. if everything in crypto dropped, like, what is this all the way down to here? 65%. Oh my God. Yes, Michael, I'm awake, but I'm definitely not woke. You know, go woke, go broke. TRI is trying its best to not go broke, so we're definitely avoiding that at all costs. I'm avoiding all politics. I support all things with everything. I'm actually a top feminist, you know. I support, as someone who is single and goes on dates, I fully support women supporting themselves. I love if girls bring up feminist topics and say they're a feminist. I'm like, oh, great. Okay, so we're splitting the date tonight, right? I support you. I think you should pay for yourself. I really do. Seriously. That's how you can prove to me that you are a real feminist. Okay, sorry. I get distracted. I bet BTC ETF options are the clue here. Yeah, I mean, maybe, Brian. I wouldn't disagree. I think there's a lot of stuff going on. One of the big things that I wanted to show that I can't find now. I really need to like bookmark these things and save them for the stream. But one of the things that I've come across is the fact that consumers are going to basically run out of money this September. And I think the market is front running that data. I think you're going to start seeing the pieces crumble come September. I mean, it's not called the fall for nothing, right? But it looks like consumers are going to seriously run out of cash. Like just, and everything's going to face plan. And a lot of stuff already has face planted. Because, fuzzy, September, because that's what the chart projection shows. And generally, when it comes to like retail spending, it's pretty consistent. So you can expect it to continue on the trend, and the trend shows that it will run out by September. Consumer excess savings. So that's what we're looking at. When the excess savings runs out and they don't have any money, then what are they going to do? They're going to stop spending. You're a lady boy, right? Somebody take away this guy's keyboard. Seriously, who let him in here? Okay. Do you guys want to look at anything else or we'll just jump to the after party? Because I can look at specific names all day, or talk about ladyboys if you guys want, but if you don't. Yeah. All right, so I think we're going to wrap it up, and we will go to the after party. Hopefully everyone's here. Everyone that is here joins us. There will be fantastic discussions about many different stocks, lots of crypto coins that I've gotten killed on. You know, the coins that Thai people might be buying and are probably getting killed on. The favorite pick of the #1 ladyboy in Bangkok. We're going to talk about that. Make sure you tune in to the after party. All right. I'll see you guys in the after party. Bye, everybody. Thank you.